This is the SwishWire podcast.
Welcome to the SwishWire podcast, folks. We are kicking off our March Madness Mania. I'm joined today by one guy you know, Ian, but we're also joined by the junior guard for the Drexel Dragons. He's been lining it up in the CAA for the past 3 years, tied for the lead in assists per game in conference. His natural scoring instincts have still allowed him to put up 17 points per game. The man I'm talking about is Cameron Wynter. Cam, appreciate you joining us today during your busy week, man. Welcome.
Yep, appreciate you guys having me. It's just an honor to be here, honestly.
You know, I want to get you started right off the bat. A question that I love asking people. It's different for everybody. Was there a moment, a specific play or an award, a game that you won where you just knew, shit, man, I am meant to be a basketball player. I belong out here?
I think probably my freshman year after I won Rookie of the Year. That was probably the moment where I was like, I really belong here, and I could do a lot of damage at this school and at this level. That was probably the moment.
That's big.
I can only imagine how much of a confidence booster that is.
Yeah, especially not having that many offers, always being an underdog. So it was like, that was real big for me to get that and, boost my confidence a lot.
Underdog has worked for you guys so far.
Yeah.
All right, coming up next. So not including your current teammates, who was the best player you've ever played with?
I'd probably say Hamidou Diallo.
You play with Hamidou?
Yeah, he's different. He's different.
Yeah.
Bouncy, strong, athletic. He does it all. So
he's gonna kill in Detroit.
You better been feeding him with them lobs, bro.
Yeah, he gets up. He's always got up though. So.
Yeah. So speaking of pro players, I mean, we've watched some film. One of our guys said that he basically saw young Darren Williams in you. I look at you, the way you score, both push and pace and at your own kind of, your own pace. What are some players that you mold yourself after? I mean, I see Kyle Lowry when I look at you.
Yeah, I watch a lot of Jamal Murray. I always have. Ever since he was at Kentucky, I thought he was a tough player. So when he was going off in the bubble, I was hyped. So
he's back to the bubble right now.
He was tough.
That's a good one. I see that one too. Very patient. You get to your spots so well. That's good.
Yeah, man, you got that step back on lock too.
Yeah, that's my favorite move.
All right, now going back to your high school days. So back when you played for Holy Trinity, you racked up a ton of awards. Like you got most outstanding athlete. You got Catholic High School Athletic Association Player of the Year. You were selected to an all-state team and the all Long Island team, and you were an honor roll student at the same time. How did all of this help you grow as a person, and how they also help you build your on-court reputation?
I think a lot of stuff helped me grow as a person, just learning how to be humble at a young age, and also putting school first. That's a big thing my parents preached to me, is always put school first. So I think just doing that and not letting the awards ever get to your head. And I think that's something I carried into high school. And that's probably the biggest takeaway, honestly, from that. Because the award's always going to come, but you always got to be humble and stay true to yourself.
Where a lot of people get student athlete and athletic student confused. So It's good you had your head in the right place going through that process.
It's a lot.
That's you're from Hempstead, right?
Yeah.
A lot of talented guys been coming out of Hempstead in the last few years. And Holy Trinity, I mean, they have a legacy of basketball. I know they had Matt Doherty come out of there 20, 30 years ago. He was coaching he was the coach at UNC for a while. Bob McKillop came out of there. Steph Curry's college coach. There is some basketball legacy at that school. You're part of it.
We were trying to build it back. We were trying to build it back up. We fell a little short, but
Word. So more back to your high school. So back in the day, you played for Team Crown and Coach Diaspora for AAU. And Crown's had so much success in the last couple of years with like all their top end talent coming out. How did Crown help you change your game while you played under them?
I think Coach Chris he's probably one of the best coaches I've ever played for. just the way he treats his players and the way he like truly cares for you. Like he doesn't feel like a coach. He feels like more like a mentor. And I could probably speak for every player who's played for him. They run through a wall for him, like for real. And I think that's just special. Like, he's just a special dude, and he makes that whole program. So yeah.
He's worked. We've heard a lot of great things from Crown and from Coach Chris, and I mean they've built a legacy up there. They've built, not to use the word too many times in the same minute, but you guys have been putting out a lot of good kids, a lot of D1 talent.
Yeah, he's definitely building that brand up, and it's getting bigger.
Yeah, and
It's like a talent factory now.
yeah.
He got his biggest one. His biggest one.
Oh,
I saw him in the bubble here. He's at Missouri, so.
Oh yeah.
yeah, all y'all coming out the lab.
Yeah.
So speaking of, putting out talented guys, you chose to play prep year, post-grad year at DME Academy. So what was your experience like there, and how did that help you grow as a player in that year?
That year was special to me because I think I learned how to work. I was in the gym every single day, every night, and I told myself I was going to dedicate that year to just getting better and, almost like moving at my own pace and not worrying about what other offers other people have or, what other people are doing, just worrying about me getting better every single day. And I learned a lot about myself that year.
I like that. That reminds me of this quote: "Winners, there's two people, winners and losers. Winners worry about winning, losers worry about winners. You're just worried about yourself, doing what you have to do for you, and obviously it paid off, big way."
Yeah, that was a big year, hard year, but definitely a big year for me.
We see the dividends paying off. Like at Drexel right now, I mean, you made history becoming one of 3 Drexel players ever to be named the CAA Rookie of the Year. How did it feel knowing you became a permanent part of CAA and Drexel history? And looking back on it, was it the biggest highlight you've had at Drexel?
It was huge knowing that only 2 other players have done that other than me. But the biggest award is that CAA championship.
Yes, sir.
I told Spiker from the day I got there that's what I wanted to accomplish. Even when I got other awards, that's the only one that ever mattered to me for real. So I'm just happy I got that one.
Yeah, man. Banners last forever.
Right. Every day I walk in the gym, that's the first thing I look at.
That's wonderful. So,
like, oh, I want to put one right there.
and this year you're a junior and being one of the longer tenured players in Drexel. Do you take accountability for your leadership?
Yeah, I think me and Coach Spiker have had like a million conversations about that. Just being that leader and being that guy, and not only showing what you can do on the court, but you also have to talk to younger players and lead by example. Honestly, coming in every day ready to work was a big thing for me this year, because I'm not gonna lie, my first 2 years, some practices I would take a couple of practices off, go through the motions. But this year I just really prided myself on coming to work every day and just putting my hard hat on.
Well, it definitely it shows. I mean, the team goes as you go. They follow your lead left and right, and it's fun to watch. It's fun to watch, even as a Towson and Northeastern grad. Man, it is fun to watch you guys play.
How you feel about Tyson Walker getting up out of there?
I think it's a good decision for him. I think he'll come out. I think he's doing what he needs to do.
Yeah, I feel the same way.
Yeah, but Coach Spiker, Coach Spiker has received a lot of praise. He's clearly had an impact on you and this team. Guys like Coach K, Kevin Anderson, John Beeline, Coach Donahue, they've all spoken about, him as a coach at the college level. So what has he done for you guys, cohesive wise? What has he done to bring you guys together?
He always stresses, just being about ourselves, not worrying about our other opponents, even when we're going to play someone on the weekend, the first thing we do, we come in on Monday and we worry about ourselves. We don't go over any scout. We just we just go out there and compete. And you know, he stresses a lot of things, but he's always saying iron sharpens iron. And, you know, that's every day. That's what we do.
Yeah, it shows every single time you guys are out on the court. You guys are an extension of Coach Spiker. That whole coaching staff has been at the top of the CAA for years. And it's, I mean, I can say it so many times. It's just fun to watch you guys play. Like, you guys are just out there. You are cohesive. You are playing as a unit, no matter which 5 guys are on the court. And it honestly, it leads into the next question I have. You know, March 7th, you guys are the 6th seed. You upset number 3 seed Charleston. The next day, you guys, again, the underdog, all right? You toppled Northeastern, the 2 seed. Finally, in the championship, you guys, like I said, very few teams play as the underdog in 2 straight games, only to be the higher seed taking on Elon. You guys won the CAA tournament. I mean, what was it like playing as the underdog in the first 2 games, then switching it up and being the higher seed in that championship? What did it do mentally for you guys?
You know, it was kind of weird walking out there and going to the other bench. I'm not gonna lie. And we were so used to going to the away bench, and you know, we get to the championship game, we're at the home bench. But you know, we just had a chip on our shoulder. We felt like, honestly, the league did us bad. We had 2 home games all year. Like, we played more games at JMU than we did at our own place, and you know, they let teams almost not want to schedule us, and they just let it go. And you know, we practiced for like 4 weeks straight without a COVID pause. We just every single day just practice. And you know, I think that kind of put a chip on everyone's shoulder.
I like
Would
that.
you say, like, all that extra practice time, would you say it moved you guys like further as a team?
Yeah, it definitely helped us. You know, dudes were coming in every day, getting individual work in before practice. You know, practicing hard. We was on for like 2-3 hours every day. And, you know, everyone got better. We got better as a team, and it paid off, honestly.
I'm honestly thinking that that's going to be one of the things that helps out you guys in the tournament. I mean, CA played 20% less of their games than almost any other conference this year. Teams are not going to know what to expect when you guys walk out on the court. I think that's going to be huge for you guys.
Yeah, hopefully less film helps us. No, we still got a couple sets that we haven't brought out. So
Yeah, so congrats on your CAA win, because that helped you clinch the tournament. And with your eyes on Illinois, what are you guys going to do to prepare to take them down?
Just be real specific with the scout. Everybody plays their role, and you know, everybody in the country knows they're a good team. They're probably one of the hottest teams, and you know, for us to be in the game or even win, we have to play a good game. And I think everybody in this program knows that. So we're going to go out there and just, you know, do our best to play our best game that we have all season.
That's great. I'm a big history guy. The last time that Drexel made it to the tournament was 25 years ago as an underdog. That 96 team made it to the second round. They upset the number 5 seed Memphis team before losing to Syracuse, which, funnily enough, they actually went on to the championship game that year, which Illinois has a chance to do right now. What is it that you guys think can make you the Cinderella team this year?
Our ability to shoot the ball is something that people don't want to see in the tournament. You know, we have a lot of dudes that are shooting over 40%, and you know, our shooters are hot right now, and that's kind of dangerous. And I'd say just our toughness on the defensive end, you know, and our rebounding. So, yeah, I think we're not as easy as out as people think we are, and hopefully we can just prove that on Friday.
Yeah, you guys have some great length. You got great length at the guard positions all the way up through the big guys. A lot of international talent. Didn't realize how much you guys have. But you know, we've asked about what your team has coming up. Personally, for you, you've got a chance to join Damian Lee and Malik Rose and Michael Anderson from back in the 70s to be a Drexel Dragon in the NBA. You know, what would it mean to you personally to join that prestigious group in the next few years?
That'll mean everything if I get the opportunity to do that. You know, those are all great players. Damon Lee's a dude that, he always congratulates us, always reaching out. And also Malik Rose all the alumni have been great to us. And I'll just be amazing to just be one of them and be a part of that group.
Well, you got the game for it. From watching you play, you've got the control over your game. You got the control over everyone else on the court too. I can definitely see it. I can see you making it to the NBA one day.
Anyways, now we're gonna transition to some fan questions that we got in from our mailbag. So first off, we're gonna start with Eddie Higgins. He says you guys were high school teammates. Just a lot of holler to the boy.
Yeah, oh my gosh.
All right, next up we got Johnny Trebet, and he's asking he says, tell me something that you learned from Coach Trebet down at DME Academy.
First of all, RIP to my guy. He passed away a couple years ago, but he was huge in my development. He kept me grounded every single day, even when I wasn't having the best days. He would just talk to me and just keep me going. And I just learned to keep fighting from him. I wasn't getting the looks that I thought I should be getting in my post grad year, and he just kept me going every single day. Made me work harder, and he pushed me. For that, I always thank him.
All right, next up from our fan questions, we got your assistant coach, Mike Jordan, and his question is, can you guard Coach Jordan?
Yes, first of all.
Yeah. I don't think Coach wants to hear that, man.
Oh, man, that decides how many sprints you run.
Yeah, right. He was a great player. I don't know if he has the athletic ability that he once did. So, he's a good shot maker, though. I'll give him that.
And Coach gonna clap back at you tomorrow.
Yeah, we go back and forth. That's my guy too.
All right, next up we got SG The Real on Instagram. Your teammate SG. His question is your favorite Drexel memory.
Well, one, I'm gonna have to go with winning the CAA championship, but that's I don't know. I just say my favorite memory is just being around, Sam Green, and just being around my guys. They're all goofy. We crack a lot of jokes, and we're just clowning 24/7. So I don't think I have a specific one.
Everything.
Hey, great. It's great to hear you guys got that chemistry, though.
Yeah, I feel since I've been here, that's one thing that Spiker has done is just recruit a bunch of guys that just enjoy being around each other, just joke, crack a lot of jokes. Everyone's involved in the locker room. There's no one that's like an outlier. So it's always fun.
That's great, man. That's what you end up remembering in the long run. That's fun.
And then our final fan question, also coming in from SG again, is your favorite pair of hoop kicks.
Either the Paul George ones or Kobe fives.
You just choose two all-time great selections, bro. Those are like in like the Kicks Hall of Fame.
Yeah, if I could wear another pair of those PG ones, I would. I need to get another pair of those.
Mine is so beat up. There's like a hole in the bottom. I still wear it to the park.
Yeah, I have like 2-3 pairs. All got holes in the bottom of them. So I can't even wear them anymore. But yeah,
So perfect, dog.
Or my Kobe's. I got a couple pair of those.
All right, so Cam, we've got a couple training questions. For guys who want to get to where you are, mimic the success that you've had. What's the best piece of advice that you've received about your game that you think someone else could benefit from hearing too?
I know it's very cliche, but probably just keep working. You never know when your life can change. You never know, when that first offer is going to come, or you never know who's watching for real. Every game you got to go out with a clear mind and just kill whoever's in front of you and just, get everybody involved, be a team player, but also be aggressive.
Nice.
All right, next up on the list, you're a knockdown shooter. You have great mechanics. You're shooting 42.5% from three this year. What does your shooting routine look like? How do you get there?
I come in every morning and just with one of the assistants who recruited me, Coach Jennings. We come in every morning and he just rebounds for me, and we go about 30, 45 minutes of just shooting. Off the dribble pull-ups, mid-ranges, threes, deep threes, flat screen threes, just all type of different shots. And I work on my post-up game a little bit. So yeah, just getting a feel from different spots of the court and just shooting.
Yeah, that's something that we pretty consistently heard from a lot of really good shooters that we've interviewed on this pod, saying that like they got to get up different types of threes, not just taking standstill ones, but they like take like off like pin screens, off the dribble, like off like curls and whatnot, because it helps them get ready for the game. I take it you attest to that too, right?
Yeah, just game like reps, whatever shots you're gonna get in the game. Like I know for the most part where my shots are gonna come from, what type of threes I'm gonna get. I'm a ball handler, so Spiker's not running too many pin down threes for me. So I don't really practice too many pin down threes, but I just come off ball screens, different ball screen coverages, and just shoot from different spots.
Nice. Well, you mentioned that you're a ball handler, you're a playmaker. You came in and had immediate impact, set the Drexler freshman record for most assists in a season with 174. But you've kept that rate up for the last 3 years, finishing with over 5 assists per game. What have you done to develop into such a reliable playmaker? How have you developed that skill?
I think I was always a pass first type of guy. Probably a little too much for my dad. He hated that. But I could always pass, and I just developed scoring as I went along. I always wanted to throw a flashy pass, throw behind the back pass, and no look pass. So, that's still my favorite part of the game.
Nice.
So you say it's just like game reps.
Yeah.
Word. All right, and then our last training question for you is: we all know that you get better as a player when you work in the gym and you go polish areas of your game that need it. But outside of working on your game in the gym, how else do you grow your game?
For my first couple of years here, I watched a lot of film with the assistant coaches. The game was kind of fast to me when I came into college. After 2 years, the game's slowed down, but the game was real fast when I came in, and I just had to watch film and just slow the game down that way. And that's really helped me. But now I take more accountability and just recovering my body, getting in the ice tub, getting treatment. I feel like I'm an old man sometimes. Play too many damn minutes here. Like that. I wake up, stuff starts aching. So I gotta take care of that.
You ever tried Cyro?
No, I haven't.
My guys always be telling me to try it. And I'll tell you this though, I can't even imagine doing that. I can't even hop in an ice tub. It's too cold for me.
Yeah, the ice tub is as cold as I'm gonna get. I heard it's colder than that. I don't know about that for me.
So rest and recovery, important things. Cam, we're excited for you in the journey you've got coming up in these next few days, man. We've gotten to watch you play a little bit, talked a bit about how you've grown from that guard at Holy Trinity to a potential CAA Player of the Year candidate, and now your squad is rolling into the NCAA tournament in the next few days. We are expecting some big things from you and from Drexel as you guys face off against Illinois this week. Best of luck over the next few days and beyond, man. We'll be watching and cheering for you guys. We appreciate you hopping onto the SwishWire podcast today.
I appreciate you guys having me. It was great being here. Some great questions. Just appreciate it.